Imagine walking into the most extravagant buffet you've ever seen. Divine banquet, overflowing with every good thing your heart could desire. The tables are endless, stretching farther than your eyes can see, and they are filled with every promise, every blessing, every provision that God has made available to you. The scene is breathtaking. There's no rush, no fear, no sense of lack. You're surrounded by abundance, more than enough for you, for everyone around you, for all who come. As you approach the buffet, you notice the atmosphere is one of peace and joy. People are smiling, enjoying their plates, appreciating the feast laid out before them. You don't worry that someone else's plate is piled high with blessings. You don't feel the need to gather or anxiously grab all you can. Why? Because this is a heaven's buffet, and it never runs out. The abundance is beyond anything you've ever imagined. There is always more. More peace, more joy, more healing, more provision, more of whatever you need. You serve yourself generously with confidence, knowing that God's supply is boundless. The provisions before you are a physical representation of His extravagant love and care. You don't glance at the plates next to you with envy or fear of scarcity. Instead, you rest in the certainty that, when your plate empties, you can return again and again for more. There is no shortage, no fear that the supply will dry up, no need to ration out your portions. This is exactly how God's kingdom operates. Just like in Philippians 4:19, where you are assured that God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. There's an overflow of provision. His promises are not just words, they are rich realities, more real and abundant than the finest feast. He has promised more than enough, and those promises are already yours. You don't need to beg. You don't need to doubt. Every time you ask, every time you approach His table, the answer is yes. To more peace, yes to more strength, yes to more provision. Picture it, God's buffet, shining like the morning sun, never running out, always refilling itself with new mercies, new promises, new provisions. You don't have to gather or cling to what you have, fearing it will disappear. You can walk in freedom, knowing that whenever you need more, there's more. More grace, more favor, more of His overflowing love. And just like that buffet, you don't need to look at others in comparison or fear that their blessings will limit yours. The abundance is limitless, flowing from heaven like a river that never stops running. You can approach the table with confidence, knowing that there's always enough for you, enough to satisfy, enough to heal, enough to bring you peace. In this divine feast, every one of God's promises is laid out on the table, glowing with truth, waiting for you to take hold of them. There's no limit to how many times you can come back. You need more? There's more. Every promise of healing, provision, and peace is already a yes from God. There's no fear, no lack, no holding back in God's kingdom. So today, walk in this truth. You are seated at God's buffet of endless abundance. The table is set, the feast is ready, and all you have to do is come. Fear has no place here because His answer is always yes. His table is full, His promises are abundant, and His provision never runs out. In the richness of His love, you are free to feast, free to come back for seconds, thirds, and beyond. This is your inheritance. This is your portion, and it is a feast that will never run dry. You are not just invited, you belong here, at His table of abundance, overflowing with every good thing forever.